ready to talky talk. So.
Again, you were supposed to plan this.
I was supposed to plan this.
That's your, one job. Out of all of this.
That's true. You do all the tech stuff. I'm supposed to provide material.
Yeah.
Do you know what a Bâtard is?
What?
A Bâtard. I was very curious to know, too. It was Thanksgiving. We were making bread.
You already had a big pile of bread in the corner, though. You were making more?
Well, we were heating it up, the pile.
Okay.
We weren't, back in the old days,
yeah,
making bread.
Yeah. Which is fun to do. I love making bread.
I've never made bread before.
New podcast. ASMR, just making bread.
Oh, gosh. So, the instructions on the little paper that the bread came in was, what's the word for bread?
Bread?
I don't know. It wasn't this, but it was, for croissants and Bâtards, 16 to 18 minutes. And we're like, what's a Bâtard?
Yeah.
I was like, what is that? I want to know. So that's one, setup for the story. The second setup takes us back 17 years.
What?
17 years ago, I was in kindergarten.
Okay.
And there was this boy named Brandon.
Mm-hmm.
And we kind of grew up in elementary school together. And my sister always would, everyone would tease us that we were, gonna get married for some reason. I don't know why.
Because it's kindergarten.
Because it's kindergarten. And so, she would always, tease me and be crazy about it. Flash forward to 17 years later.
Mm-hmm.
We're in the kitchen talking about Bâtards.
And he walks through the door.
No. And he's like, I'll tell you what a Bâtard is. No. I was using my phone. Oh, she won't do it. Remember the iPhones used to hey, what's up, or whatever?
No.
Oh. Well, they used to. I feel like they used to. I
feel like Apple was never that cool.
Maybe they weren't.
Are you sure you're not thinking about, a Samsung phone?
Maybe I'm thinking about that. But either way, I turned on my Siri, and I was like, what's a Bâtard? And she wouldn't hear me. Mm-hmm. She heard Petard. Mm-hmm. She heard Bâtard once, but then told me about, a short story that some French guy wrote.
17 years ago. Taylor was in kindergarten.
Oh, gosh. And then my sister was like, oh, can I try it? Mm-hmm. And I was like, yeah, sure. So innocently. Mm-hmm. I was just, really wanting to know what a Bâtard was. Mm-hmm. So I was like, yes. So I turned Siri on, and this bitch, she goes, call Brandon. And he starts calling Brandon. I was like, no! Because I don't have Brandon from kindergarten's phone number.
Yeah, that'd be a little weird.
But the phone number I do have is a guy that I went on a date, a quote, unquote, unquote date with.
Yeah.
Named Brandon. And it almost called him.
Yeah.
And then I ended the call. Mm-hmm. But in my frenzy, I didn't know I ended the call. So I pressed another button, which was call back. Mm-hmm. And I called him back.
Oh, no.
So he possibly got 2 calls from me on Thanksgiving.
He probably thought, if anything, you could be like, I was drinking a lot. It was a lot of wine. I was high on turkey.
I was high on food.
Yeah.
I don't think... Oh, and she told me what a Bâtard was. She looked it up. And I feel like I owe it to our viewers to at least explain. Because wouldn't your interest be piqued?
Yeah.
Yeah, sure. Whatever,
well, because
Taylor.
you told this whole story, I still want to know what it is. I still don't know.
A Bâtard, or a torpedo loaf, is a classic shape of bread in its own right. But it's also the first step in creating a baguette or even a pan loaf. Okay. That's a Bâtard.
Thank you for that information.
History.
That's the title of this episode.
Bâtards. Bâtard lesson.
Bâtard lesson. So if you came for just that information, you can leave now.
I had something I wanted to say, but I forgot.
Yeah, didn't you say, you had something to talk about? Menacingly?
Yeah, but I forgot.
I'm not excited for Christmas. Well, I'm a little excited for Christmas because I'm not celebrating Christmas.
You're not celebrating Christmas?
Well, we're not doing the whole family get-together thing.
Oh.
We're not, like, going out and buying presents for everyone.
Oh.
There's no commitment, which is, like, what I'm enjoying.
No commitment? No strings attached?
Yeah. I want a stringless Christmas.
I'm dreaming of a stringless Christmas.
It works! But I just don't trust Christmas as, like, a month. You know what I mean?
No.
Because, like, you know, Christmas is, like, a whole month the same way Halloween is, like, a whole month.
Oh, yes. Unfortunately.
Yeah. During Christmas time, everyone's so happy and cheerful.
Yes.
And y'all so fake.
No.
Everyone is fake.
Everyone is genuine and loving.
Because, I'll see somebody from, like, first 11 months of the year, total assholes, and then December comes along, and they're like, oh, merry and cheer and happy and
frankincense and myrrh.
Yeah. Murder.
I love that line.
Yeah, that was good. Did I tell you about the webcam? Not the webcam. Security cam thing I did last year? My dad came in?
What?
Okay. Because again, I was watching a Christmas live stream.
Yeah.
It was Jack's Christmas live stream. And he had this thing where he put on, like, I think it was 9 security cameras. And it was an all-night live stream.
Mm.
And basically every once in a while, something spooky would happen in one of the cameras.
Mm-hmm.
So there was this big thing about, like, staying up all night and watching what happens.
Yeah.
Right? So I participated in that because it was Christmas vacation. I had nothing better to do.
Mm-hmm.
I thought it was fun. So I'd be sitting here, security cameras on my TV, and I was, like, working on something. My dad comes in. He's like, hey, so what do you want for dinner or whatever? And he sees the security cameras. And I do have our security cameras in my room.
Mm-hmm.
So he thought those were our security cameras.
Oh, gosh.
And he was like, oh, you have the security cameras on. I was like, wait a minute. That's not our house.
Yeah.
It's like, what? What did you hack into? Whose place is that?
Oh,
whose security cameras are those? I'm like, Dad, it's not what it looks like. It's a live stream. It's not. I didn't hack into anything. It's fake. I swear.
Wow. We have things to talk about when we're not recording.
Do we?
Funny things happen. Yes.
Okay.
You don't think so? What do you think I'd come over here for?
I don't know what you come over. I don't. We don't do anything.
What if we got in a huge fight and it was all recorded right now?
Oh, I would post that.
But what if you were at fault?
I would edit it to make you look
Jennifer! No! Evil! You have the abilities.
Mm-hmm.
You have all the power in, like, this podcast relationship.
Yeah.
You can make me look bad. You can take each word I say and rearrange them and fucking ruin my life.
Yeah. We get, we changed his name to Jeffrey. I can't.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Jeffrey.
I could expose you there.
How? Oh, like, and tell him?
Yeah, and tell him.
I think he still follows me.
Oh, God.
Such a weirdo. Should I follow him back? Just to, like, fuck with him?
Sure.
Maybe not. That sounds like a bad idea. He's such a weirdo.
Maybe if you follow him, he'll kick your ass.
Followers. First it said just follow, and then it reloaded and it said follow back. Confused. He has a big tongue.
Oh my God! That's how he gets all of the ladies.
Oh gosh. Like, I saw a picture of him sticking his tongue out, and I was like, what is that thing?
What is that? Was he like Venom?
What's Venom?
Do you know about Venom and Carnage?
That ugly thing?
Yeah, the black
monster?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you saw the trailer with his tongue?
No, I
and
didn't see any trailers.
Like, a whole bunch of people got hot over it.
got hot?
And they were like, oh, Venom is hot.
Oh, gosh.
Because of the tongue.
That's weird.
So you dated Venom, basically.
I went on 2 dates with Venom.
Mm-hmm.
I did not date him.
Instead of Jeffrey, we should just call him Venom. Because that voicemail sounded very, very venomous.
If we keep talking about this Venom on our podcast, we have to play it for the
I'll play it in. I'm just concerned that it's going to come back and bite us in the ass.
It probably will.
Yeah.
We shouldn't do that.
I feel like I should, change his voice and probably only play half of it.
Why would it? It's not like he can do anything, right?
Well, no, but he'll know that you did it.
He doesn't even know I have a podcast.
No, but, if he follows you on one thing and you promote it and he decides to listen, he's like, oh, I said that, and then it's you. You know?
Oh, no.
So it's a trail.
It's a trail.
Exactly.
It's a trail leading back to our prank.
Exactly. Should we at least, explain to people why he wants to beat my ass?
Yes. Do you remember very well?
Yeah, kind of. It's kind of hard to forget.
It's a traumatic experience.
Not really. It's just we decided to prank some people.
Yes.
To a few people, it was wholesome. And we just sent them messages of, that they subscribed to, was it, daily puppy pictures?
Yes.
And we'd send them pictures every 5 minutes. Or something like that. Nobody ever responded, so maybe they enjoyed the pictures.
It was disappointing.
Yeah.
So then we upped the ante.
Yeah. A bit too much. We did a whole 180. Decided to prank Venom. Basically, we were very vague, which was the point. We were just like, hey, or something. He was like, oh, who's this? And, I don't know, what did we say?
We said it's someone from your past.
Oh, yeah. We were very vague and was like, do you have anything to say to me or something like that?
Yes.
And
he did all the assuming.
Yeah.
He was like, I won't say her name. He was like, it's Barbara. And we're like, sure, yeah, we're Barbara.
Yeah, we didn't...
We didn't do that, though.
I thought he was just going to be like, yeah, I don't know who this is.
Mm-hmm.
And then drop the whole thing and it was going to be over. But he assumed that we were actually somebody that he knew.
Mm-hmm.
And he started going off on this, very kind of heartfelt message.
Yeah.
I forgot how we got to the point, but then I kind of just admitted, whoa, dude, somebody paid me to prank you.
Yeah.
So, sorry that you're going through all that, or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And,
because we were fearful, because
it
was kind of like an angry message he sent.
Yeah.
And we were like, we don't want him getting on this girl's...
Yeah, we thought it would come to bite her in the ass.
Yeah.
Later.
Who he thought he was talking to.
Yeah, so we didn't want to get her in trouble. It was more for her benefit than his.
Yeah.
Because he's kind of an asshole anyway.
Mm-hmm.
So we didn't really care about him. But we didn't want to get her in trouble because she was a third party.
Yeah.
That had nothing to do with it. So we admitted that, hey, this is just a prank.
Mm-hmm.
Whatever. And then he called.
Which we didn't know was possible.
Yeah, because I was using a site that, gives you a fake number to text from. And he started calling, and I didn't know you could call the number. I didn't know you could call to the site. And I was like, I don't know what to do. I'm not going to answer it. Then he left a voicemail, which, I didn't think you could do. And
it was an educational moment.
Yeah, it was very educational. And so we decided to listen to it, and basically he was very angrily, you better hope I never fucking figure out who you are, or I'm going to beat your ass, or something like that. And then, boom, that was it.
Yeah.
And then we stopped. We never talked to him again. I think we did talk to him a little bit, because he kept texting us, who the fuck are you? Tell me, I'm gonna find you, whatever. And we were actually home alone at the time.
Yeah.
And you were scared.
Yeah, because...
oh my god, what if he finds us?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I don't know. I was kind of prepared. Like, if this fucker wants to come over, I'm gonna beat his ass. He wants to beat my ass, I'm gonna beat his ass.
You could probably take him.
Yeah. If anything, he comes on my property, just call the cops. Like, he's honestly trespassing.
Yeah.
The law is on my side. I remember one prank call that kind of, like, went wrong with me, like, I think I was in middle school. I was hanging out with a bunch of delinquents. So they was bad friends. And one day I'm walking home from school and I get a phone call. And this is back when, I had a flip phone. And I still answered, like, hidden calls. Like, unidentified calls and,
unknown callers.
Yeah. People who block their numbers and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So I answered, and there was this girl who was like, "Hey, do you know this girl?" And I did. She was like my my best friend at the time. And so she was like, "Oh, do you know this girl?" I'm like, "Nope." She's like, "You don't know first name, last name?" And I was like, "Nope, don't know who you're talking about." No clue. They're like, oh, you know her. I know you know her. I'm like, I'm sorry, I don't know what you're talking about.
Oh, gosh.
And then I just hung up.
You're a real friend.
And then...
You're ride or die.
Because knowing my friend at the time, it was probably her friend. She was probably on the other line with her, trying to get, like, shit out of me or something.
Yeah.
So, I texted my friend, like, "Hey, I just got this call from somebody asking about you, blah, blah, blah." And she never replied. I was like, "Oh, this is suspicious." It was probably her. But I feel like, just because I said, "Oh, I don't know her," they got so angry.
Yeah.
Like, "You fucking know this bitch. I know you didn't know her." I'm like, "Sorry, I don't know what you're talking about." I'd be good at interrogation.
Oh, gosh.
That's why that's why I was friends with delinquents. I didn't talk.
I was the delinquent friend out of all my friends.
Yeah.
I would say so.
Yeah. I can't see you doing any of that shit now, but back then, yeah, I could see it.
Wait, see what?
I see you being, like, a delinquent.
Oh, yeah.
Past you and now you. It's just like, now you doesn't call me crying about running a red light. But delinquent you wouldn't give a shit. You'd be like, "Yeah, I ran a red." What you gonna do about it?
Oh, no. That was bad.
You're like, "I'm sitting in Target parking lot eating candy." To make yourself
we have to explain this. So, I
thought it was so funny. I wanted to drive to the Target parking lot to make you feel better.
Aww.
But I didn't know where you were.
Just Google Target.
There's like 3. If I drove, I would have drove to every Target.
Aww.
Like, where are you? Oh, wrong Target. I'll try again.
So, how did it happen? I was driving... You can bleep his name. I was driving him to band practice. Mm-hmm. He wasn't cool. Okay, it was school band. Yeah. Not like, some rock star band.
Yeah. I was in school band. Play the flute. Not well. But I faked it half the time. But
oh, gosh.
I thought it was cool.
And so, I was making a left... You see how I have to, use my hands for directions?
Yeah, that doesn't work for me. Because I think, this is an L. But this is also an L, but it's just backwards.
Well, the backwards one is wrong.
I know, but I still see it as, an L. Just backwards.
Oh, man.
I always have to go, you read from left to right.
That's a good one.
Yeah.
So I was making a left-hand turn, and the straight lanes got a green light. Mm-hmm. Was it that? No. Either way, I had a whole red. It wasn't like I just ran a yellow and it turned red. Yeah. I had a solid red left arrow. Mm-hmm. And I just, for some reason, thought I was supposed to go.
Yeah.
I was a driver for 1 year. I had only 1 year of driving under my belt. Mm-hmm. Which seems like a lot, but still a newbie.
Yeah.
So, I turned it turned left on a red.
Was there, like, a lot of traffic around?
Not bad.
Yeah.
I didn't get in a crash or anything.
It's not like we live in New York.
Yeah.
You know, we live in the middle of nowhere.
So, I was really lucky, because there were cars on the road with me, but nothing happened.
Yeah.
And then I was like, oh, I'm scared. Like, you're scaring me. And I was like, I was trying to play it cool.
Yeah.
Because I didn't want to, like, be, like...
Your delinquent mode activated. You're like, yeah, I did that. What of it?
I was just like, oh, it's okay. And then I dropped him off. And then I, like, went back to the scene of the crime.
Yeah. Which you should never do.
Because I was scared. Like, I wanted to know if there was a camera.
Were you expecting there to be a cop there? And what if there was? Would you have, like, turned yourself in? Like, I'm so sorry. I ran a red light. I came back to the scene of the crime.
No.
To, like, apologize for my sins.
No, I wanted to see if there was a camera there.
Yeah.
And then there was, so I got even more scared. So then, when it turned green, I went, and I went to Target, and I bought candy, and I sat in the parking lot, and I called Jennifer, because I was afraid, and I didn't know what to do, and I needed to tell someone what I just done.
I'm expecting, like, you killed somebody. Like, no, you just ran a red light. Like, it's fine.
But it wasn't like, you know, a yellow. It was like a solid.
Yeah.
I had been sitting there.
Yeah.
And I wonder what, like, bystanders thought. Like,
yeah, I imagine the person behind you at the light was probably just like, oh, she got somewhere to be.
She got tired of waiting.
Yeah.
Oh, jeez. That was an interesting time.
Would you still react the same if you did it now?
Probably. I just want to know, like, you bring
cry
up, like,
every time.
You bring up a good point. Like, I wonder what 14-year-old or 15-year-old Taylor would have done. Like, I feel like, though, I would have reacted the same way, because I was, like, all bark and no bite.
Yeah.
Back then. Like, I looked tough and I acted tough. But
I was scared of you.
Really?
Yeah.
Aww.
I was like, shit, this girl has, like, so many friends, and
Aww.
she looks like she has her shit together.
Oh, jeez.
I was a mess.
I basically just made you be my friend.
Yeah, basically. Because I thought we hated each other. I mean, you kept talking to me all the time. I was like, this bitch wants. She'll leave me alone.
Aww.
But then it was PE, and I had no one else to talk to. So I was like, I guess I'll just listen to her problems.
Oh. Good times.
Good times.
Oh, you keep saying moved to Norway. I think she moved to Norwalk.
Norwalk?
Yeah, there's a place, like, up north, I think, called Norwalk.
I don't know. Maybe she told me she was moving to Norway because she was kind of so embarrassed.
Embarrassed
of
her stalkerness?
Of, like, admitting that she liked me and I kind of, like, rejected her.
Yeah.
So she was probably hoping that she was moving to Norway.
I wonder where that girl is now.
Who knows? I hope she's still not stalking people. She could be a murderer, for all we know, with her obsessive drawing demons. I still have her demon picture. It's really good. It's really good. Like, she's really good at art. It's just, she's creepy.
Yeah.
She probably has an Instagram where she draws demon art. She could be, like, a designer for a video game.
Really? She's that good?
Maybe.
A serial killer designer for a video game.
Yeah, it's perfect. Good cover. You get all those violent urges out.
True.
And I hope, like, those people, like... Because when she came up to me and she was like, hey, do you want to join a club together? And one of the places we went was the photography club. And there's, like, really creepy people in that club.
Really?
I hope they're doing better. Because there was this assignment where the leader of the club was playing, like, good, classical, happy music. Like, you would listen to this music and think, maybe somebody's running through flowers or something, right?
Yeah.
And so there was this girl across from me, listening to the music, and she had to draw on the paper, of what the music made her think of. Mm-hmm. And she was drawing hell and hellfire and demons. It's like, okay. And there was this other girl next to her, and she was drawing this, like, really creepy girl, black hair in front of her face and everything. And she saw me look at it. She looked at me and was like, this is my alter ego. She talks to me sometimes.
Oh my god.
It's like, okay, that's
concerning.
That's cool. It's like, where am I right now?
Aww.
So I was like, I'm just gonna leave. Mm. So that was a no to that club.
Then you went to the Christian club with me, and I left you. Why didn't you just come with me?
I didn't know you were leaving.
Oh,
you didn't tell me.
I didn't?
Because we sat in different places.
Why weren't you with me?
I don't know. Because Dominique was there. Mm-hmm. And I was better friends with Dominique than I was with you at the time. Oh. Because you were better friends with that other girl.
Elisa?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I walked in and Dominique was there, so I sat next to Dominique. And then you guys sat in the back.
We're the cool kids.
Yeah, whatever. And then you left right before the prayer.
Sounds about right.
Yeah. And I was just stuck there. And it was my science teacher's classroom.
Yeah.
And the entire time she up until that point had like the best, thoughts of me. She's like, oh, Jennifer's so smart. She does all her work, blah, 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 good grades. Mm-hmm. And she's like the school's most hated teacher. Yeah. And I got her on my good side. Mm-hmm. You come along and ruined it.
Like I often do.
Yeah. Because she was also, even though she was a science teacher, she was also like very Christian. Mm-hmm. And she was her classroom was for Christian club. Mm-hmm. I sat there during prayer, and I didn't know, should I fake praying?
Yeah.
Or should I just be like, is that rude? I don't know. So I didn't do anything, because I thought it would be, mean if I fake prayed.
Yeah.
Or it's what if I fake it, but I don't do it well?
All you gotta do is close your eyes.
I don't know. I don't know what to do. So I think she was judging me. Aww. And then after prayer, I just left. Mm-hmm. And, yeah. So that went well.
Oh, jeez. The situations I got you into.
Yeah. Do you remember trying to tell, who was it? I think you were trying to tell I liked him or something, because you were trying to cause trouble.
What?
I think,
trouble?
Yeah. I think this was before you were committed to, I like him or whatever.
Yeah.
But you just, you wanted to cause trouble or something. But you did have, some sort of feelings towards him.
I did?
Yeah.
No, I liked it at the time.
Really? I think you were jumping back and forth.
Back and forth?
Because we were just talking about waffles and pancakes at the time.
But it wasn't the waffle.
He wasn't the waffle?
No.
This entire time?
It was the pancake. Waffles were just... Oh, fuck. Was it this other guy named...
What?
No.
There was a third party guy?
Yeah. He was Christmas tree patch.
What?
There was... Okay. I thought I would be cute.
Why didn't we just call him Christmas Cookie?
This is where the podcast gets confusing for outsiders.
Inside stuff. But this entire time, because the whole pancake and waffle thing is that we didn't want to talk about them while they were around. Because it was PE, so everyone was hanging around everywhere.
Yeah.
So in case they were eavesdropping, we used code names. Pancake and waffle. This entire time.
You thought it was waffle?
I thought it was waffle.
No. It was pancake, and waffles were attractive guys in general.
Okay.
Because my whole thing was, should I go for because he's not that attractive, like a pancake? Or should I go for, a guy that's attractive like a waffle? Mm-hmm. That was my analogy.
No, that's not what I got. Also, all the advice they gave you back then is fucking bullshit.
We should bleep all these names.
Oh, yeah. Just every time you mention his name, just put waffle or pancake.
I'll never forget when one of my friends was like, yeah, I'm stuck between these two guys. And one's, like, normal, and one's weird.
Yeah. That's usually how it goes. Especially in high school.
Yeah. And was like, yeah, I'm kind of in the same situation. And then he looked at me, and it was like one of those movie moments. Like, the two people look at each other, and, like, they know what's happening. Like, we're talking.
Yeah.
Someone's talking about something, and it applies to us. And I was like, shit, likes me. And then nothing ever happened. That's why I followed him on Instagram. Because
that look. Gave me a look, I followed it.
Oh, jeez.
That's what you have. That's modern romance now. Once you make eye contact, it's follow me on Instagram.
Oh, jeez, man.
I remember when I think I had a really good guy friend who I'd known. I met him in elementary school. We didn't talk in middle school. And then we got to know each other back in high school. And we started hanging out. And there was, like, our group of friends who, like, there was rumors that he started to like me. So I ran from that. And I posted on Facebook that I was in a relationship.
Jennifer!
I did that.
You broke his heart.
But then he turned out to be gay.
Oh.
Like a year later.
Who? Oh!
Yeah.
He does bomb makeup now.
Yeah.
Oh, I miss him.
Yeah.
He's awesome.
He was cool. Hope he's doing well.
Yeah.
It's been like 5 years since I've talked to him.
He doesn't go on Facebook anymore.
No. But I think, like, on my Facebook, I'm in a relationship 3 times. But all lies. One was because it was, like, a prank to people who, like, I was friends with on Facebook. Because a lot of them were hassling me to be in a relationship. So I was like, I'm just gonna do this. Because back in those days, in the early ages of Facebook, everyone cared about your relationship status and everything like that.
Yep.
And the second time I did it was because I thought my guy friend liked me. I didn't like him. So I was like, oh, I'm in a relationship. Third time I did it was a prank with Devin.
Oh, yeah. You scared me that day. Well, not that day, but one day when you pranked me with Devin.
I don't even remember that. That's still a blank to me.
I think I deserve some recognition.
For what?
For not being on Snapchat.
Oh.
While we're doing the podcast.
You know, that's fine. I'm still judging you because your phone case matches your shirt.
So, it's not like I change my phone case every time I wear something different. Could you imagine? What if I did?
I mean, I can't really complain because, like, my phone is black, everything I have is black. Technically, everything matches.
Yeah. So, you're one to talk. Do you think long podcasts or short podcasts are better?
I think it depends on... What are you doing?
I'm flinging my wrist.
Okay. You just sick of your hand and you want it to come off?
I'm trying to crack my wrist in a fun way.
Oh, that's fun for you?
Yeah.
Alright.
What are you doing?
I dropped my thingy in the cup.
What thingy?
The rubber thingy that keeps the straw in place.
Oh, that's unfortunate.
Thanks. Can't eat it. Can you imagine if I was, like, cleaning it and I just sucked it into my lung?
Oh my god, Jennifer, don't say that. What would I do?
You still better post this. Get those views.
Oh god.
Don't let me die in vain, Taylor.
My being funny machine turned off in my brain.
How do I turn you off? Turn you back on?
I need to restart. I feel snacky.